Watched a sad video there yesterday on Jimi Hendrix and Ted Nugent. They were playing in Atlanta, Georgia, and Jimmy had offered Ted some party favors. And Ted basically was like, no, that's not really something I'm into, which is kind of the way Ted lives his life today. You know, he's a carnivore and he hunts and he's got hunting channels and all kinds of things. He's a pretty cool guy, Ted Nugent, actually. But so was Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix was like, well, he'll forever be one of my faves. He can do things with a guitar then that I don't think that they can do now. He was just unbelievably talented, Some of his singing wasn't exactly the greatest, but, you know, for what he did do, holy moly. Ted mentioned that he looked like he was failing. He looked like he was losing the luster in his eyes, and, you know, maybe his sound wasn't as good as it, could have been. But, I mean, if you're under the influence of, well, who knows? Let's just call it every drug under the sun. And I've always looked at the 70s and 60s as maybe the drugs weren't so as powerful as they are today. And I think that I'm not wrong, but who in the hell would be doing fentanyl? And but then again, a lot of heroin addicts in the music world, so that's pretty much the same kind of thing. Either way, I find it a sad story because he could see it. Like, Ted could see the failure that was going on in Jimmy's life, and it makes me sad to actually hear that firsthand from, a guy that I respect, like Ted Nugent. I do respect him. You give me cat scratch fever, one of his one of his highlight hits. Wasn't as well known as Jimmy, but he was pretty awesome. But man, if I could just go back in time and have a chat with Jimmy, maybe he would have listened to me, maybe he wouldn't, maybe somebody already did, maybe lots of people did. But just makes me sad, Jimmy, had he been clean or maybe cleaner a little bit, he might have had just that much more of a career, Like, you listen to songs like All Along the Watchtower or The Wind Cries Mary, and you hear, you hear what he was, and what he was awesome. He was awesome, and it's just sad. Anyway, have a good day.